You know how we always talk about what it feels like in our recording space?
Guys,
It's 872 degrees in here.
9,573.
Jesus.
So we have a mini split above us. You can't see it in the video, but I guess the people that installed it, the one did not do it
They hate us.
the right way, I guess, and broke some sort of coil. So now we're having to go through the company to get warranty replacement parts. I don't know, before they can even fix it. So it's just
It has.
a hot
I think it
mess
worked right
express.
for like a month.
Yeah.
Back when it was a heater.
Yeah. And now it won't even turn on
And really, it hasn't been super hot in Kentucky until this past week.
this week. Yeah.
But
It's just
anyway.
going to get worse. So it's fine. It's fine.
Kara and I have this plan this summer to once a week, ideally maybe once every other week, do something that is like not podcast related.
Not
And
work
just-
related at all.
Yeah, just us doing something like
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I sent her a book signing of one of our
Oh, yeah.
authors we like to read.
Yeah.
I think we should go to that.
I think I know her from
Oh.
my writing days. I don't like,
Oh.
we're not like buddies.
Yeah.
But I think we were both kind of in the beginning stages of our writing careers at the same
Yeah.
time.
'Cause
Ashley
we both,
Boston,
didn't we listen to or read Dead
the
Romantics?
7-year itch.
Yeah, and the 7-year.
And not the 7-year
Slip.
itch, 7-year slip and Dead Romantic.
Yeah.
She's so good. If you guys
She
have not,
is,
it's
yeah.
so fun. It's
They're
like
good
romances,
reads.
but they have like a twinge of paranormal to them.
And they're funny.
Okay, we've been talking for so long. This is
Oh,
the Witches,
wow.
Magic, Murder, Mystery Podcast.
Hey, guys.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kara.
Got a story for you
Beautiful.
today.
Beautiful.
It's another old one.
Oh, love these.
I didn't even do that on purpose. But
I know.
here we are.
It just, you find them sometimes.
We are going to July 11th, 1908.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
A young boy and his uncle. I feel like we should make a T-shirt that says a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yes.
Because every time I say like a long
A
time
long time ago, I say
know,
hop, skip, and a jump back.
Okay. We've really got to do some new merch for the podcast.
We do. And now that I have, we brought it here and we have several extra t-shirts, I just need to get Daryl, who is up the street, to print stuff off for us. It's so cheap
Well, that
to
we
do
could
it.
sell here in the store, yes.
Yeah.
But also
and we could
for
mail
the-
it to people too
at the
from here.
We are not getting into
My
mailing.
employees can do it. I'll make
I'm like,
my
Kara,
employees.
No,
We'll put it on
I'm
the
going to
store.
cut this whole thing out of the
We'll
video.
put it on the store. My
You're not
employees.
hearing this
Sorry,
discussion.
guys. Sorry, guys. That's what they're here for. They get paid to be here.
Kara,
They get bored.
Kara lives in a world where she's like,
I can
will
do it
everything
all
the time. And I'm like, no,
We can't.
I want to rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you
I love you too.
so much. Okay. I really do love that
Yes.
about you, by the
Yeah.
way. I don't mean to be like a
No,
stick
I
in the
know.
mud.
Yeah.
No, Kara.
You're the voice of reason. I'm chaos. It's fine.
Okay. A young boy and his uncle are taking a walk in upstate New York near
Oh, I bet
Teal's
that was a
Pond,
great time in 1908.
July 11th. This is a remote stretch of water nestled in the woods outside the small town of Sand Lake. It's a warm summer evening. They're just enjoying their little stroll until they see what looks like a lifeless body floating
Oh.
just beneath the surface.
Oh, no.
At first, they thought it might be a mannequin. It's
Huh.
never.
It's never
A
a
mannequin?
mannequin. Don't ever assume that.
But as they got closer, they saw a woman, face down, fully clothed, her wide-brimmed hat drifting beside her.
Oh.
I need to fix. The body belonged to 20-year-old Hazel Drew,
Oh.
who decades later would become the inspiration behind the TV show Twin Peaks.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's why I'm doing this one.
Whoa.
More than a century later, her murder remains unsolved. Hazel Irene Drew was born in 1888 in Postonkill, New York. Say it quickly.
Yeah.
Say it so fast nobody has any idea.
Nobody knows.
A rural community just east of Albany. She was the eldest of 5 children in a working class family. Her father, William Drew, was a laborer and a sawmill worker.
Oh.
Her mother, Julia, was a homemaker. Hazel was known for her charm and ambition. Friends described her as well-mannered, bright, and strikingly beautiful.
Oh.
Just like us.
Yeah.
Well-mannered,
Yeah.
bright, and strikingly beautiful.
Strikingly.
All of you listening to this podcast. She was a devout,
Beautiful humans, you.
She was a devout churchgoer and had a sweet, soft-spoken demeanor. At the age of 14, Hazel began working as a domestic servant,
Okay.
first for local families and later for elite households in Albany.
Oh.
Have you watched Sirens?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
What's it on?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's like a limited series. I think it's 3 episodes, but it might be 5.
Oh.
Anyway, it's a girl goes and she's like a assistant in this
Yeah.
really elite household.
I'll have to watch it.
It's wild. Anyway,
Sirens.
just made me think of it. She
Okay.
eventually, talking about Hazel, eventually became a governess to the children of prominent politicians and businessmen.
Oh.
In that role, she had this opportunity to live and move through high society, wearing fashionable clothing, traveling independently, and cultivating connections far above her social standing.
Good for her.
So she had a fairly modest upbringing, but now Hazel was living a far more glamorous life
Yeah.
than expected for someone of her
Right.
class
Yeah.
and position. And that discrepancy would soon fuel one of the most mysterious murder cases in the early 20th century.
Oh my gosh.
So in early July 1908, Hazel abruptly left her job in Albany. She told several people different stories about her plans. Some people, she was like, I'm visiting friends in Troy. To others, she was like, I'm going to Lake George. And to still others, she is like, I'm heading to Massachusetts.
Yeah. What?
So some accounts say that she was acting secretive, and
Mhm.
others were like, no, she just seemed worried. What's certain is that on July 6th and 7th, Hazel was spotted walking along rural roads outside Sand Lake, dressed in stylish clothing, a black skirt, white blouse, high button boots, and a large hat.
Oh.
She stopped at local farms asking for directions and making small talk. She seemed out of place, this city girl walking
Mhm.
along in the countryside, looking nervous but composed.
Oh.
One farmer later
Like she was
recalled,
meeting somebody.
right. The farmer said that Hazel said she was going out for a walk and some fresh air.
Hmm.
She gave no clear reason why she was in the area at all. That evening, she was seen walking near Taborton Road,
Mm-hmm.
not far from Till's Pond. She never made it home.
Oh, wow.
4 days later, on July 11th, 1908, 14-year-old Frank Smith and his uncle Frank Stevens discovered Hazel's body while walking near the pond. Police were called immediately. The body was fully clothed, like I said, just floating just under the surface.
Right.
Her hat and personal items nearby. There was no immediate sign of a struggle.
Okay.
Her watch had stopped at 7:30, which is believed to be the
When
time
it
of
hit
death.
water.
An autopsy revealed that Hazel had been struck on the back of the head with a blunt object, likely causing her death instantly. There were no signs of sexual assault or robbery. Her clothing, although waterlogged, remained neatly in place. And it did say that her money, jewelry, and handbag were missing. So when they say that, like, there was no signs of robbery, I'm
Right.
like, well, what?
But things were gone. Like
does that
valuable
mean?
things were gone.
Right. But maybe they're saying it doesn't
Like,
seem like
or maybe-
robbery was the,
Or maybe she didn't take that with her.
why would you kill her
Yeah.
if you were just going to steal her stuff?
Right.
I don't know. The medical examiner estimated that she had been dead for several days. I'm sure it was a little hard to tell in
Yeah.
the summer and in the water.
And in the water. Yeah. Oop. Hit
You
the
okay there?
microphone. Oops.
Once Hazel was identified, the press descended. This is a beautiful, well-dressed young woman from a
Mhm.
working-class family found dead under mysterious circumstances. Headline gold. So newspapers across New York and beyond ran with the story. Reporters combed through her life looking for anything scandalous. Letters, photographs, love affairs. Local curiosity turned into national fascination. Everyone wanted to know who killed Hazel Drew
Right.
and why.
Yeah.
Police questioned dozens of people and followed every lead. Taxi drivers, hotel staff, farmers, and neighbors. They combed through letters, spoke to her friends and employees, and searched the pond for clues. They quickly learned that Hazel had been corresponding with multiple men.
Oh.
She'd received postcards and letters from admirers in Troy, Albany, Buffalo, and New York City,
Oh, wow.
which she is totally allowed to do
Yeah.
as a young single woman.
Yeah. Good
Okay?
for her.
A few key suspects emerged. There's Henry Jalbert, a French-Canadian laborer who had been seen wandering in the area. He had scratches on his face and a vague alibi, but there was nothing that tied him directly to Hazel.
Oh.
It seems like he could have just been, if he wasn't involved, it was just kind of a wrong place, wrong time thing for
Right.
him. Rudolph Gunderman, a music teacher from Troy, whose affection for Hazel was intense and unreciprocated.
Oh.
He admitted to being infatuated with Hazel, but claimed that he hadn't seen her in weeks. He was investigated extensively, but cleared. This one I thought was interesting because that was one of the stories she said, right? It's like, I'm going to Troy to see a friend.
Yeah.
And he was in Troy.
Yeah.
So there was another man, William Taylor, who worked in politics and was rumored to have known Hazel through her employment. Some speculated they had a romantic relationship. The thing about Taylor is that he was a very powerful figure, secretary to Governor Charles Evans Hughes, and well-connected in Albany's elite circles. So if there had been an affair or even a perceived threat of scandal, it could be enough motive for murder.
Right.
And then there was also, this is so random and vague, but an unknown man in a buggy.
Aliens?
And then there's aliens. This is an unknown man in a buggy who was seen with a woman matching Hazel's description on the night she disappeared. He was never identified.
Oh.
But that was it. There was no hard evidence to link any of these men or anyone else directly to the crime. Some speculated that Hazel may have been pregnant and killed by a lover.
That's what I was going to say.
It's always, I think, especially in this time
always
period,
at this. Yeah.
It's always a theory. Others believe that she had been the target of a robbery gone wrong.
Maybe she like saw their face and knew who they were or something.
Maybe.
And they,
Even if you think about that guy in the buggy, it would be just so weird and random, but he had no ties to her. It's not like Hazel did anything to be murdered.
Yeah.
It's just like an awful crime of chance.
Unless you just rejected a guy that was angry enough to get rid of her.
It still doesn't explain what took her to the area in
Right,
the first
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
But whatever took her to the area maybe had nothing to do with her murder.
Yeah.
The deeper police looked into Hazel's life in Albany, the murkier things become. She had worked in the homes of influential families and attended high society events, but she wasn't wealthy herself. She moved between boarding houses and changed jobs frequently. Some speculated that she was being financially supported by someone powerful, like a lover or a benefactor. I think the theory here is like, how was she able to afford these fancy clothes?
Right.
Because she kind of was switching jobs a lot.
Yeah. And she still had money in her bag and stuff.
Right.
Is what they assumed.
There were whispers that Hazel may have known too much about someone's secrets.
Ooh.
She may have been involved in, or at least aware of, political or personal scandals in the Capitol. In the Gilded Age, image was everything. A rumor could end your career. So a woman with knowledge of illicit affairs or backroom deals might have posed a threat. And this seems easy to believe.
Yeah.
You know, she was a servant, basically, in this rich and powerful culture. And in these homes, she's just invisible enough to witness any number of things and just well connected enough to be a little dangerous.
Right. If she's, helping with breakfast or whatever and overhearing conversations.
You kind of forget she's there. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Police considered whether Hazel had been silenced, but again, nothing could be proven. In the end, every promising lead dried up. There were plenty of theories, and the more people talked, the more theories they came up with. But without evidence, theories just stayed theories. An inquest was held later that summer. Hazel's parents and siblings testified that they had no knowledge of any romantic relationships or secrets. Her friends insisted she was modest and proper, although even they admitted that she kept parts of her life private. And I'm sure a lot of this, too, has to do with, like, the time period and, like, you just, even if you did know, like, scandalous things your friend was doing, you're not going to talk about, like, you don't want her memory to be.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that. And then also, like, you don't want, if, you didn't want her jobs ruined while she was alive, you didn't want to talk about that.
The jury couldn't determine a motive or a suspect. Without solid evidence or a confession, the inquest closed with the verdict that Hazel had been murdered by person or persons unknown.
Oh my gosh.
The case was officially unsolved.
That's crazy.
So after Hazel's death, rumors swirled in Sand Lake and Postonkill.
Up there. Yeah.
Locals, upstate New York.
That's it.
Right.
It's quiet uptown.
Right. Locals began to whisper that the pond was haunted.
Oh.
Some claimed to see a woman in white walking along the edge at night. Others said they heard crying in the woods. Hazel's grave in Troy became a point of pilgrimage. Her beauty and mystery turned her into this, like, bigger than life myth, frozen in time at 20 years old.
What happened?
Who killed her?
Yeah.
For decades, her story was passed down in whispers and warnings. And then in the late 1980s, writer and producer Mark Frost was visiting his grandmother in Sand Lake when she told him the story of Hazel Drew. The beautiful young woman murdered under mysterious circumstances, the rumors, the pond, and the image stuck with him. Later, Frost and David Lynch began creating Twin Peaks, and Hazel Drew became a source of inspiration for the character of Laura Palmer, another young woman with a double life, secrets, and a tragic death in a small town. Frost later confirmed Hazel's influence, noting that the real-life case mirrored many of the themes that Twin Peaks explored, including dual identities, hidden relationships, community facades, and unresolved trauma. Hazel became more than a forgotten murder victim. She became the muse behind one of television's most enduring mysteries.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 decades, interest in Hazel's case has returned. Local historians, true crime enthusiasts, and even some law enforcement retirees have taken a second look.
Wow.
One theory suggests that Hazel was murdered by a jealous lover or someone whose secrets she threatened to expose.
Right.
Some believe she might have been pregnant, like I said, and that the father was possibly a man of influence who wanted her silenced. Others think the murder was spontaneous, a robbery gone wrong, or a confrontation that turned violent. So there's nothing new in any of these theories, right?
Yeah.
Like we're still back where we were.
Yeah.
There's even speculation that she had discovered information about illegal activities within Albany's political elite, information that made her a threat. So despite renewed interest, there's no new evidence.
Right.
There's no DNA, no murder weapon, no confession.
I mean, how did these people not talk about it? How does no one know about it?
The thing is I think they could have talked about it, but when you're talking about the elite, they protect
They keep their mouths shut. Yeah.
Yeah, and they know, and they have the means to like pay people off and
Hire somebody to take care of it.
Slip the other way and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to believe that someone super fancy and elite could commit murder.
Right.
They would never.
You look up to them.
Right.
Why would they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is another one of those. This is something I always think about with our witch cases, where it's like this young woman just living her life.
Yeah.
And here we are talking about her, what, 120 years later?
Just.
Right. About her death.
Yeah.
Like she was just walking along toward a pond and she was just taken out.
Yeah.
But she left behind this like ripple that's still felt
Right.
today.
Everyone. Yeah.
There's the ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
There's the people still investigating her murder.
There's the show.
There's Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is interesting how, I don't know. There was no reason for Hazel Drew to be like known.
A celebrity.
120 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the wildest circumstances.
Oh, poor baby.
I know. So that's it. That's the mystery of Hazel Drew.
Sweet little Hazel
I love
Drew.
her name.
I know. That is cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you all so much for listening.
Yeah.
We love you.
So much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.